Good evening, cadets. Thank you. I think in the last class we covered all the important input devices. And one of the output devices also covered, I think, monitor. Sandeep, I am fine due to having some problem. Okay. So today we complete printer. We have complete printers, plotter, and screen image projector. These are very important output devices. And so many output devices are there, but these four output devices are mostly or widely used in every day-to-day life. Okay, so that's why I'm writing all these in output devices. Fine. I think in the last class we already discussed what is soft copy output and hard copy output. Any doubts, students, related to soft copy and hard copy output? Good. So I disable your group chat. Okay, once I cover the topic, then again I enable your group chat so that you can ask the question. Fine, students? Okay. Printers. I think all of you are using the printers to print out the document which is available in your computer. Yes or no? If anything is to be available in your computer system, consider you draw a very beautiful image, okay? And you want to print that image in a paper format and give it to your friend. Okay, आपने क्या किया? You are creating an invitation card, consider, okay, for birthday invitation card, and you if you want to print out in a paper and give it to your friend, so in that case we are using printer. Means whatever the data is to be available in your computer system, if you want to print it in a paper or in some material, then we are using this device. So that's why the printer is called as what? Hard copy output. Okay, why it is called hard copy output? Because we produce, this device is produce the output in paper or in any other materials. Okay, so how we classify the printer? We are using so many types of printer. Okay, so how we classify all these printers? According to their technology, okay, printing technology, printing speed, and their quality. Okay, here one of the term is removed. I'm not specifying in this slide. So generally printers is divided into two types. Okay, according to the technology, speed and quality, the printers are divided into two types. That is impact printer, another is called non-impact printer. Okay, when I teach you that is a different type of printer, in the definition part, one of the term is to be written, that is impact printer and non-impact printer. Okay, impact means what? That is called hammer striking. Okay, so the printers is use some hammer type of device which is contact with your paper. So when the hammers are contact with your paper, means pin will be strike over your paper. So when it strike over your paper for printing a letter or a sentence, okay, it creates some noise. Okay, why it called as impact printer? When the pins are strike over your paper to print a character or a line or a page, it creates some noise. Okay, that's why that printers are called as impact printer. I think all of you understand what is impact printer. If the printer is create a noise, why? Due to hammer striking. Okay, उसमें क्या use किया जाता है? Hammers use किया जाता है. That is comes in contact with your paper. Okay, when it contact with the paper, it create a noise. Fine. Non-impact printer, if it does not create a noise, means if it use the laser light or by spraying ink, so in that case that printer does not create any noise. Okay, so that's why that printers are called as non-impact printer. I think all of you understand what is impact and non-impact printer, students. Any doubts, students? Impact and non-impact printer. If the printer is create a noise, okay, when it print a character or a line over your paper, on the paper, then it is called impact printer. If the printer using the laser light, okay, or by spraying ink to print the characters, in that case, that printers is called as non-impact printer. Okay, very good. I think all of you understand. So according to the printing technology, we are divided again into the impact and non-impact printer. Again, we divide according to the printing style. Some printers are printing one character at a time. That's why that printer is called as character printer. What is that, student? कैरेक्टर प्रिंटर किसे बोलते हैं? इफ द प्रिंटर इज प्रिंट्स कैरेक्टर one if it print one character at a time. Okay, so that printer is called character printer. And some of the printer is called line printer. Line printer क्यों बोला गया? क्योंकि because that printer is print one line at a time. ओके एक साथ में कितने कैरेक्टर्स प्रिंट कर पाएगा? दैट इज इट प्रिंट्स वन लाइन एट ए टाइम. ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाई दैट प्रिंटर इज कॉल्ड एज लाइन प्रिंटर. Okay, and some of the printer is called as, that is only one printer is comes under, that is page printer, means it prints one page at a time. Okay, so according to the printing technology also we divide the types of printer, that is character printer, line printer, another is page printer. Okay, so let's see which printers comes under character printer. Okay, so one of the printer we are using, that is dot matrix printer. So what are the feature of this printer? The first point is written as character printer. I already tell you why it is called character printer. If it prints one character at a time. Okay, so that's why this is called as character printer. How it will print the character? In the form of pattern of dots. Okay, dots formation करके वो character print करता है. That's why, okay, it is written as all kinds of images as a pattern of dots. Fine. Print many special characters. So what we can print through this printer? We can print special character, different sizes of print. Okay, and graphics such as chart and graphs, means everything you can print through this printer. Impact printer, I already tell you what is the difference between impact printer and non-impact printer. So dot matrix printer is called as what? Impact printer. Why? Because it creates some noise, means it uses hammer striking on the paper. Okay, that's why dot matrix printer is called as impact printer. Impact printers can be used for generating multiple copies by using carbon paper and its equivalent. So what are the materials is used in the impact printer? To print multiple copies at a time, it uses carbon paper or its equivalent. Okay, उसी तरह जो पेपर मिलता है उसको यूज किया जाता है. Slow with speeds. Why? Because it prints only one character at a time. That's why speed is what? Slow. Okay, slow with speed, usually ranging between 30 to 600 characters. You must have to remember. Okay, so how many characters will be printed by the dot matrix printer? 30 to 600 characters per second. Okay, एक second में कितने सारे character print हो पाएगा? 30 to 600. Cheap in both initial cost and cost of operation. Okay, so क्या है cheaper? This printer is a cheaper. Okay, so that we can print number of copies by using this printer. इसे बोला जाता है bulk printing. So dot matrix printer is also used for bulk printing, means we can print so many documents through this printer. Why? Because due to cheaper in. Okay. So this is, I'm showing that is how it will be printed on the paper. Okay, so this is printed by the dot matrix printer. And how the dot matrix printers will be look like? This is your dot matrix printer. Fine. So next, we have to understand what is inkjet printer. It is also called as a character printer. So students, you have to remember that is how many printers is comes under character printer. One is dot matrix printer, another is your inkjet printer. These two printers is comes under character printer. Okay, so it need not to require to again define why it is called character printer. That form characters and all kinds of images by spraying small drops of ink. Okay, in case of dot matrix printer, how it will be print? कैसे प्रिंट करता था? What it written? That is a pattern of dots, okay, through the hammer strike. Whereas in case of inkjet printer, it's spraying small drops of ink. Okay, ink use किया जाता है. So small drops of ink is spraying onto the paper for printing the character through this inkjet printer device. Okay, so print head contains up to 64 tiny nozzles. So how many nozzles will be contained in the print head? That is 64 pins. Okay, tiny nozzles, that is in the form of pins, that can be selectively heated up in a few microseconds by an integrated circuit register. So one of the register is to be there, that is called integrated IC. Okay, through this device we can heat it up that selected pins. Why it is called selectively? Consider you want to print A. Okay, so in the document the first letter is A. So if you want to print A, then the print head is select the what? Specific pins to print A over the paper. Okay, so that's why it is called selectively. सारे pins select कर लेगा क्या? सारे pins select हो जाएगा तो क्या होगा? It does not print A. Okay, so A print करने के लिए जो जो pins चाहिए, that was selected by the what? Print head. Okay, so selectively heated up in a few microseconds by an integrated circuit register. To print a character, the printer selectively heats the appropriate set of nozzles as the print head moves horizontally. Okay, so when the nozzles are heated up, then the ink will be comes to the pin, okay, in the tip of the pin, and that ink is to be spread over your paper so that the character is to be print over your paper. Okay, so can print many special character, different sizes of print and graphics such as charts and graph. So through this printer also we can print any type of characters. Okay, images, graphic, everything you can print by using this printer. So question is, you must have to write what is the difference between dot matrix printer and inkjet printer. Okay. So this is called as non-impact printer. Why it is called non-impact printer, students? Because in anywhere it is written that is hammer striking is there? No. How it will be print? That is the nozzles will be heated up by using integrated circuit register. When it heated up, the ink will be comes down to the tip of your nozzles, and that ink drops will be spraying over your page so that the character will be print. Okay, so here there is no hammer striking. That's why it is called as non-impact printers. As we are using here the ink, so that's why it is also called as a non-impact printer. There is no hammer striking. Okay, so can be both monochrome and color. Okay, inkjet printer, monochrome means black and white. Okay, and also we can use as color printer. इसका color printer भी आता है और monochrome printer भी आता है. Okay, you can use for both. Slower than dot matrix printer. Okay, it is slower than dot matrix printer with speeds ranging between 40 to 300 characters. So remember, that is inkjet printer is print how many characters per second? 40 to 300 characters. And this is more expensive than a dot matrix printer. Fine. So inkjet printer will be look like this. Okay. Then move towards the drum printer. Okay, so you have to remember that is how many printer comes under character printer, that is inkjet and dot matrix printer. The next we have to study about drum printer. So what is drum printer? It is also called as line printer. Okay, so line printer क्यों बोला गया? Because it prints one line at a time. Okay, that's why it is called line printer. Have a solid cylindrical drum according to the name of the printer. What is the name of the printer? Drum printer. That's why it's using a solid cylindrical drum. Okay, with characters embossed on its surface in the form of circular bands. Okay, so we have purchased some circular bands, which is the characters is only written over that band. Okay, and that will be placed over the cylindrical drum. Okay, I come to your question. Just I covered this topic, then I give the answer. Okay, give your answer. Just wait, students. Then set of hammers mounted in front of the drum in such a manner that an inked ribbon and paper can be placed between the hammers and the drum. Okay, so we are using what we are using? A solid cylindrical drum with character embossed on its surface. Okay, and also using ink ribbon and paper should be placed within the what? Within the hammer and the drum can only print a predefined set of character. Why we print only predefined set of characters, students? Because we purchase the band that is what? That is already some characters will be print over that band. So whatever the character is print over that band, only that characters can be print over the page. Okay, so that's why it is called can only print a predefined set of characters. Okay, in predefined style also, whatever the letters will print over that band, only that characters we can print on the paper. Okay, so impact printer and usually monochrome. So this printer is also called as impact printer. Why? Because here we use the term that is hammers. Okay, hammer striking is to be there in this printer, and usually monochrome. Monochrome means black and white. Okay, typically speeds are in the range of 300 to 2000 lines per minute. Okay, per minute we are printing how many lines? 300 to 2000 lines. So how the drum printer will be look like, you can see in this figure. Okay, so this is a drum in shape. This is solid cylindrical drum with embossed character. See, some of the characters are already print over this band. Okay, over the drum. And this is your hammer. Ribbon is to be placed in between and paper also. Yes. What is your question? Sambit, nothing is visible. Please check your mobile and your volume. If possible, refresh your page or log out your extra marks and again log in. Monochrome means I already tell you that it's black and white. Okay, only one color. Or any doubts? Embossed means already printed. Okay, ऑलरेडी प्रिंट होके रहता है देखो जैसे कि यहाँ पर है. Okay, so in the market that is some bands is available. Okay, so that character is only placed over the drum. So only that specific style or only that characters you can print on the paper. Fine. Same, just like a drum printer, here also we using the same technique. Instead of using drum, here we are using chain. That's why it is called chain or band printer. ओके, सो जैसे हम ड्रम यूज करते हैं वैसे ही चेन और बैंड प्रिंटर यूज किया जाता है, वही टेक्निक, ओनली वी आर यूजिंग चेन instead of a drum. That's why it is called chain printer, and other things will be same. देखो क्या लिखा गया है. So line printers that print one line at a time. So just like a drum printer, line printer is also print how many lines? One line at a time. That's why it is called line printer. Consists of a metallic chain or band on which all characters of the character set supported by the printer are embossed. So here also some character, predefined character is to be there over the chain. Okay. So only that characters you can print over the paper. So also have a set of hammers mounted in front of the chain. So here also we use the hammers, okay, in such a manner that an ink ribbon and paper can be placed between the hammer and the chain. Okay. So the same thing we are using, instead of using drum, here we are using the term chain. Okay, all the points are same. Can only print a predefined, as we already tell you, that is if you are purchasing a specific character or style of letters is to be embossed on the chain, then only that character is print over the paper. So that's why it is called predefined set of characters that are embossed on the chain used with the printer. Okay, can print any shape of characters, different sizes of print and graphics such as charts and graph. Yes, we cannot print all types of shapes, character sizes as it is predefined. Okay, our impact printer. Yes, we are calling this call this printer as a impact printer. Why? Because we are using hammer striking here also, and can be used for generating multiple copies by using carbon paper or its equivalent. So if you want to create a multiple copies of the same document, so we must have to use the what? Carbon paper. Are usually monochrome, means this printer is also used for black and white, and typical speeds are in the range of 400 to 3000 lines per minute. Okay. So it is one of the powerful printer and mostly or widely used this printer. Okay, why it is most popular? See what are the points will be written here. Page printer. This printer is called as page printer. Why? Because it print one page at a time. Consists of a laser beam source. So instead of using a hammer or all these things, we are using here laser beam source. Okay, a multiple sided mirror, a photoconductive drum and toner. Okay, so ink is to be placed inside the toner. Okay, so tiny particles. What is toner? That is tiny particles of oppositely charged ink. Okay. To print a page, the laser beam is focused on the electrostatically charged drum by the spinning multi-sided mirror. Okay. So in case of, you can see that is in an inkjet printer also we use the same mechanism. That is an inkjet printer. Also it use some of the device that is called IC register, which is used to heat the nozzles. Okay, so here also we use the laser beam. Okay, instead of using integrated circuit, here we are using laser beam to heat up the drum. Okay. Toner sticks to the drum in the places the laser beam has charged the drum surface. Okay, and toner is then permanently fused on the paper with heat and pressure to generate the printed output. Okay, so here instead of using ink, we are using toner. Okay, toner is nothing but a charged ink So when you heat up by using the laser beam and due to the pressure, then it is fused on the paper, through which you can print a page, one page at a time. Okay, so laser printer produce very high quality output having resolution in the range of 600 to 1200 dots per inch. Okay. Can print many special characters, different sizes of print, and graphics such as chart and graphs. Yes, this is not a drum or a chain printer. We never use any specific or particular characters embossed over the laser printer. That's why we can print any type of characters or different size of prints, graphs, chart, everything is possible. Okay. And obviously it is called as non-impact printer. Why? Because we are not using any hammer striking here. Most laser printers are monochrome, but color laser printer are also available. Black and white is also available, and color laser printer are also available. Okay, so low speed laser printers can print 4 to 12 pages per minute, and very high speed laser printer can print 500 to 1000 pages per minute. Okay, so more expensive than other printer, obviously, because it print one page at a time, and very different types of techniques will be used. Okay, it does not require any hammer striking, so laser printer will be look like this. Okay, then we go for the plotter. That is, so many students is asked the question, what is plotter? Okay, that is, you are printing, if you want to print any document over a paper, then you can use in a printer that is some size of paper, that is limited size. We can use A4 size paper, that is according to the size of printer. Okay, so it is plotter is also act like a printer but bigger in size. Means bigger in size means you can print the documents or the image in a large size paper, just like your flex. Okay, when you print a flex or a banner, okay, you are using, you are saying the school also, that is a large banner is to be printed and pasted on the wall or hang over in some specific walls. Okay, so how it will be printed? That is possible by the plotters. Okay, so if you want to print your document or the images which is to be placed in your computer in a large sized, okay, paper or in some other materials, then we are using plotters. Okay, so plotters are an ideal output device for architects, engineers, city planners, and others who need to routinely generate high precision hard copy graphic output of widely varying sizes. Okay, I think all of you understand what is the use of plotter in a printer. As the size of the, according to the size of the printer, we can print the document in a what? In a particular size of paper. That is a small size. That is, we are using A4, A6 paper. Okay, only that document you can print. But in a plotter, if you want to print any document in a large sized paper or in any other materials, in that case, plotter is required. It is very mostly we use, that is to print a flex. Okay, flex या banner जो print होता है, banner and flex both are same. Okay, so generally for that we are using plotter. So two commonly used types of plotters we are used. That is, plotter is again classified into two types. One is the drum plotter, another is flat bed plotter. Okay, as it is in drum shape, then this is called drum plotter. Flat bed, as it is flat bed shape. Okay, that's why it is called flat bed plotter, according to the size and the shape. Okay, the name will be given. So drum plotter, in which the paper on which the design has to be made is placed over a drum that can rotate in both clockwise and anti-clockwise directions. Okay, so in case of drum plotter, you can move the page in clockwise as well as anti-clockwise direction. Whereas in flat bed plotter, that is in fixed, in which the paper on which the design has to be made is spread and fixed over a rectangle flat bed table. Okay, we cannot move easily by using flat bed plotter. Yes, I come to your question. Okay, so drum plotter will be look like this, and this is your flat bed plotter. Okay. Yes, what is your doubt? You cannot understand. That is, you see the printer, that is a fixed size paper. You can print, that is A4 or A6. Okay, that is medium size of paper. You can use it to print the document. Okay, whatever the document is to be there in your computer, if you want to print it through the printer, then you can use only the paper. That is depend upon the size of the printer. We can use the paper. That is A4 or A6. I think you heard. Okay, plotter. Yes. Okay, so plotter is bigger in size so that you can, I tell you that is one of the example, best example, that is when you see the banners, okay, that is also called as a flex. So actually that is printed through the plotter. Okay, अगर plotter नहीं होता तो क्या करना पड़ता हमें? आपको खुद पेंट करना पड़ता है कि नहीं? Hammer print the letter. Hammer, that is, some specific pins are used. It convert into a what? When you create a shape, then it automatically choose the pins. Okay, according to the letter, and only that pins are strike over the paper, so that A will be uh, produced as an output over your paper. Okay. वो ऑटोमेटिकली पिन सेलेक्ट कर लेता है ए फॉर्मेशन करने के लिए ओनली दैट सिलेक्टेड पिन्स आर सिलेक्टेड एंड strike over the paper so that A will be created. Okay, or any letter. Yes, any type of size of paper you can use it. Yes, you can print picture, everything, whatever is to be there in your computer, you can print it in by using printer and plotter. Okay. Screen image projector, that is you all are, every time you are using, that is projector in your smart board, that is in a classroom. Also the projector is to be hanged over your smart board, and also we are using in the Vivekanand hall also. So what is the use of projector? If the projector is not there, then what are the problems we have faced? That is, if anything is to be there in your computer screen, okay, and large number of audience will be sit in a large room, is it visible to all the students, that computer screen? No, because the computer screen is very small and is not visible to all the peoples which is to be placed in the large room. Okay, so but if you want to project that image over the wall, okay, so in Vivekanand hall also we project the whatever there in the computer screen, that will be projected to the what, to the wall, so that you can see the document in a large screen, so everyone can see that image very clearly. Okay, in a group of people which is sitting inside a hall. Okay, so what it written here, an output device that can be directly plugged to a computer system. Okay, the projector must be plugged into the what, computer. Why? Because whatever the data or the information is to be there inside the computer, that output is to be produced over the wall or a screen. Okay, so projector must be plugged into your computer system for projecting information from a computer onto a large screen. So what is the definition? Projector is a system for projecting information from a computer onto a large screen. Useful for making presentation to a group of people. So when we use it, if you give some presentations to a large number of group of people, okay, so with direct use of a computer. Full-fledged multimedia presentation. So not only we can show the text, we also play the what? Audio, video, and also we can show the images, animation. Okay, can be prepared and made using this facility. Fine. Yes, that is a voice response system. We can hear the voice from the computer. How you hear the voice from the computer, students? We are using speakers. So speaker is one of the example of your voice response system. Okay. And another that is called voice reproduction system. It is speaker is related to your voice reproduction system through speaker. Okay. And the next one is speech synthesizer. Speech synthesizer, that is text to speech. Text to speech, I think you are using in the language lab or not. Some special software is to be loaded. If anything is to be displayed over your paper, a computer is read automatically, that is text to speech. Okay, it automatically read that word and speech. Okay, so that a user can understand what it written over the page. So generally the blind, it is helpful for the blind peoples. Okay, जिनको दिखाई नहीं देता है वो लोग आसानी से कंप्यूटर में क्या है वो सुन सकते हैं. Okay, so that is speech synthesizer. It is called text to speech system. I think I don't cover this one today. Okay, memory is a very important concept in your computer fundamental. Okay, so for this chapter and in every computer topic, the memory is very important. So today I never covered this concept. Okay, in the next class we cover one by one and very briefly about a memory. Okay, so if you have any doubt you can ask related to your output device. So in the next class, first I ask the question. Okay, I give you one of the blog is to be created that is related to your website. Okay, so I have created one of the website which is through which the students can easily download all the materials. Okay, related to your chapters, and also I provide the link of the video. Fine, students. So in the next class, I provide you that website, which is created by me. But in the next class, I ask you the question, okay, the related to your input, output, and the devices, which is already learned, which is related to your CPU. What is CPU? Arithmetic logic unit. Okay. Then I start the next topic. It is very important topic. That is memory. Chain printer, just like a chain, that is like a drum printer. It uses a chain, and the same embossed, the character is to be embossed over the chain. Okay, and the paper and the ink ribbon is to be used between the hammer and the drum, so that the character is to be print over the sorry, that is a line printer. Na? Chain printer is a line printer, so line is to be print over the page. See, that is, I'm already says that the drum printer and chain printer is depends upon the what? The purchase of the band. That is, some characters is already printed over the drum and chain. है नहीं? So drum and chain के ऊपर कुछ specific character, specific style of character print होके आते हैं. So only that character or that style of letters you can print over the page. That's why we are called only predefined characters is to be printed over the page. No doubts. Okay, good. No need to write anything. Listen, Anshuman Patra, that is teach you that is the memory in the next class. You don't ask about catch memory now. Okay. So many things is to be related to the catch memory. Always you try to remove or delete something, na? Okay, good. I don't know, students. That is depend upon your coronavirus. Be safe. Don't go anywhere. Okay.